Hello. Time to play TF2. I am very tired. And also a little bit sad because UK shit. Well, I'm gonna go play with most likely a lot of bots. But in order to defeat the bots, we must become the bot. And by that I mean if there's a bunch of cheating snipers on the enemy team, I'm just gonna go vaccinate medic. I love when there's game mechanics in the game that actually mess with cheaters. Just gotta hope that they have like a sniper on our team. Oh, this is a kind of full server actually, so I don't know if I have to worry about that. But no medic. Whoa. Wow. Of course this is on par for me, to be honest. To just join immediately into a game, and the first person I heal has got a furry pun name. Not your average husk. That's good. That's good. Ow. Also looks like we have another Twitch TV guy. I didn't put my URL and my name there. It's just asking to be focus-fired. Oh look, spoy. I'm gonna turn off my net graph, because whenever my net graph's on, then I notice my frames are going down. I have like semi-good news, which is I'm probably going to be getting a new graphics card pretty soon, and I've been putting off getting it for ages because I'm slow. It's like I put off getting a when I got my this computer like ages ago. I put off getting like a good graphics card for it, like waiting for like the 1080 to come out. But then the whole cryptocurrency thing made me be like, I'm not going to buy it, that's way too expensive. And then the price has just never actually dropped. I hit the ragdoll. I didn't. I'm going to pretend I did. So currently my card is a GTX 960. And I'm going to be upgrading straight to an RTX 2080. It's been saving up for like ages now. Many years. Ow. Nice shot. Dude, they know how to play casual. They've got battalions back up and a vaccinated medic. Oof. It's nasty. But yeah, that'll basically make zero difference when it comes to playing TF2 because TF2 isn't GPU really at all. But having a really good GPU means that since I stream using NVENC as the encoder, oh no. And still, mate. Move in a pattern in which I can shoot you in there. Can't arrow right now because my frame rate. Yeah, because I stream with NVENC, that means hopefully I'll be able to stream TF2 a little bit better because all the streaming and coding will be going through GPU and that'll leave the CPU just for TF2. I say just for TF2. I feel like every other thing on my computer is going to eat it up. I also have to eventually change to Windows 10, which I was going to do semi-recently, but it's basically like to turn a computer that's Windows 7 into like a Windows 10, it's going to basically put it out of action for like a couple days, which sucks. This guy's just going to camp up here with that, so I'm going to just glue to someone else. Go out the first. Man, it would be great though to play TF2 with high frame rate. That's the dream. Because I have a 144Hz monitor, and you can't play TF2 with 144Hz monitor unless you have a very, very like nullifying config that pretty much just makes the game look trash. And I mean, I like the look of Australians and hats and stuff, so I don't want to purge everything. But I think one day I might try it just to be like, you know what, I'd rather the game feel good instead of look good, you know? I already used some configs, but I didn't destroy everything. That was pretty good, Uber. And I'm dead. I didn't even see that soldier. Good. Could do like another medic cut. Telly by forward spawn. I've chat disabled just so that you don't get the gamers. You know how it goes. Hey, Gaben zoned. How are you doing? Oh! I was hoping he'd crate a random crit. I did a lot. And pre-fire. Oh, I was hoping he'd jump back into it. That's a spy. Oh, I figured he'd be in one of these corners just flying really low. Shit, I'm gonna fucking die. Yeah, rip. We need, like, space on that top right. Dude, that combo is terrifying. The vaccinated battalion's back up, direct hit. That guy's gonna crush unless he gets, like, focused. Dude, these guys are just a bit of a dispenser. That's quite a nice place for a dispenser, actually. I really like this name. It's great. Pun names are the best. That medic is a spy. Rip. Should probably go vaccinator, but I don't think I'm up to the micro at the moment. It's one of those days where I'm still kind of like half asleep. More, I guess it's less half asleep and more I don't want to wake up. One of those. Gotta move your mouse around when you grow sniper sight lines, because then it messes with the hitbox, so I can be like, ooh, you can't headshot me. Where are the gamers? We only have like 2 people at the front line here. There's a sniper like right there. XM2. Peek me, peek me. Is that a spy? Yeah, that's a spy. Hey, gamer. Oh, we got Kusai Abe Lincoln's sentry spot right now. Nice. That worked out. Don't run away from me. You're gonna bait my sightline. Okay. Gonna be running. I didn't get that pack, so they're still nearby. Where is everybody? Holy shit. We're like so passive right now. Let's go. Rip. Give me my Uber. Nice, this double saw. Easy. Oh shit. Got the hand strafe. Mem. Mem! They're not healing me. Thanks. Okay. Oh shit, I'm stuck in the corner. Hey, give me help back right now. Nice. Like, I'm kind of turning to a medic main in pubs just because it's like very simple and it wins games. It's just not fun when you're playing without pockets, but when you have like soldiers, demos, and heavies on your team, it's pretty great. Or like a good scout. Like if you can tell that you got a 6er scout in your game because they're using stock loadout, stock hats, but they're playing well because you can tell they're that 6er player who just doesn't care about cosmetics at all. You're like, shit, okay, overheal this guy, we win. Just Uber them and watch them just run in and meet everybody. Uber scout is the best strat. Also, I'm kind of hyped about the new additions they're adding to Twitch. Obviously, they're going to be later for me because I'm an affiliate. But the ones where it's like, if people donate bits, they get a emote. Because then I just get more emote slots, so I get to draw more, like, cool emotes, like the NG one I did. I might make one... I'm deciding either to draw, like, specifically, like, Dota-themed ones, since I'm streaming more Dota, like a Chen emote, or an Oracle emote. Oh, why am I in a Virginia server? I think my ping threshold is super high for some reason. Yeah, it's because I was playing with burgers before. I shouldn't say burgers. I was playing with American people before. That's just a very EU thing to say. Bad water. Actually, if it takes a while, let's go bad water and upward. Nah, let's just go bad water. I thought about it for a second, then I'm like, nah, I don't really want to play upward. Upward's fine, but bad water is just very, it's just very, very easy. Yeah, like, I think I'm deciding between either drawing Dota emotes or furry emotes. Because I feel like I need to get at least one Yin emote in there, and then maybe a crocodile emote. Hyenas and crocodiles are like my favorite animals at the moment. Primarily because of D&D. Got like one null character and one lizard folk character that I really like. Let's see. I guess we're playing medic again. I might make a Civ mode actually. I don't know, because there's like really high thresholds that I don't think anyone will meet. Like I slotted up the I missed. I slotted up the like engineer, the Eureka effect and the teleporter, but like it's unlike people are gonna probably get those because they're like on the higher tier subs. Unless I just stream a ton. So I'm tempted to get make super special emotes and then put those on the high tier ones and then move the like Eureka effect and teleporter onto like easier to get like rewards. Because I think they're really cool. Could make a huntsman emote. Oh, how'd that miss? Oh my god. Either this spy is amazing at dodging, or I'm just barely missing. Oh, that guy could have stabbed me. I didn't know he was there. I might have to switch to sniper if... Actually, no, we already have a sniper. For some reason, I can't see people's health bars until I heal them. Let's go, Pyra. I just like seeing a Pyro who just holds W and being like, yes, I'm gonna give this guy all the confidence he needs by Ubering him. Let's go. Man, I wish I could tag along the charge. Optional tag along. Ooh, teamwork. Oh, I got that actual crit heal. Oh, that's a troll shell. There's so many soldiers. Good luck getting through this invisible wall here. I mean, it's actually a visible wall, but the invisible wall up there. This specific bit of terrain is why you want to switch off like jumpers when it goes into pushing to last. You just can't yeet over. Hi. And this pyro, no! It took so much damage. Oh, I want to oob you. There we go. Ow, this pyro baited me. He was right there. There's still a fucking sentry on last. Oh, it's like one of my biggest pet peeves in casual. As someone who's put fucking like this long into engineer, and that's just the recorded amount because Steam has like extra hours that aren't accounted for. Like looking at this, so much wasted potential, and just put it fucking like right there. Save a lot of time, or even up there. I mean, especially up there, but this one's probably more excusable in a pub. So many people to heal. Man, I wish Amputator was like a good weapon to use. Like, it'll be cool if like you could activate it with the taunt, but then as long as you had it out after doing the taunt, the buff stayed up, so you could just run around with it out. But obviously, it's like a weaker effect. Because like, it's such a cool weapon. Like, thematically, like, I really want to just do the Amputator thing and just heal people doing that, like AOE heal like that. That's so interesting. But it's just like not worth it and so risky because while you're taunting, you're just gonna get fragged. Oh, they got an Uber Scout, no! Come on, Scout, get too aggressive so I can saw you. Is this guy a punching heavy? Or is he a friendly heavy? If he's a punching heavy. Oh, let's go! Saved! Oktoberfest! I'm going in. This is a pub, I don't care. I actually just... Oh, fuck off! Random crit cunt right there. You don't deserve that. Oh no, that sentry's getting cow-mangled. No, heavy. You can't hear, he's got AirPods in. See, why even build there? That's the most exposed place. I feel like NG's placing their guns don't actually pay attention to the bubble that's their line of sight. Maybe they don't know that that's the line of sight. Even though it's quite visibly shown. I'm gonna... Oh no. A combo came through here. Fire at my feet when I'm jumping. Ah, that was bad timing. I should have been checking behind to see when they were jumping so I could actually jump away. I really wanted to just go behind and taunt kill that sniper because we can't actually hold as long as that sniper's up there. It's not like our team's actually like encouraging me to stick with them. And I wish there was an actual way of like spawning down. Like, I wish every time you spawn cycled, it would toggle between spawn, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, instead of having to do this multiple times. Time to frag. I'm not a battle medic, I'm a medic. Because if I were to just only heal, I'd be a doctor. But medics actually are designed for combat. Oh, baited! Let's fucking overheal you up, mate. Okay. I'll bait. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at... Yeah! Oh, fuck. Oh, I forgot you have to crouch when you melee people. Oh my... What is this melee reg? Okay, thank you, game, for making up for that. Okay, never mind. Fuck you, game. This game has got such strange melee reg when you play other games and then forget about it and then come back to play. I just noticed how much my mic is peaking. Let me move my mic away a bit. I think it's because I boosted it a little bit before. Sorry about that. I just saw all the red on the stream. But yeah, like when you play other games and you come back, like I played a little bit of Mordau recently because that game is really fun, but it's so fucking hard. Like unless you play it a lot, or unless you're like innately like quick learner when it comes to like games like that game is so fucking punishing. Like you get crushed by people who've just been playing a little bit more than you. That's also fun because then when you actually kill someone, you're like, holy shit, I'm the best. It's the same feeling in like MOBAs. The skill floor exists so that when you surpass it, you feel amazing. Yeah, and then you go back to TF2 where it's not really designed to be a melee game and you're clicking on people as if it was on the crosshair. I went for you first. Fuck off, random crits! Why do random crits exist? Why have you gotta ruin the game like this, please? I just want to frag people as the support class, and then you gotta random crit me as the ranged class. Come on, mate. Nerf snipers melee. I'm waiting for someone to complain that I'm fragging people, even though that they're not doing a good job of fragging that I have to do it. That spy was doing great, though. I like playing off the perceived bait, where people are like, it's a medic, they're obviously defenseless, so they immediately target me no matter what. And then the spy gets the frag. Whoa. Oh, I was going for the 360. Wait. That's karma, mate. Oh, I'm the fragger. Revenge. Get gamered over. That's an enemy spy. Backstab, mate. No! Don't you notice that I am the gamer? I'm surprised no one's shit talking to me in chat. Medic is the hardest class in the game. You have to deal with bullshit like laggy spies! There you go. No one else would help this NG. But I tried. I'm the hero that casual needs. Really? Why haven't we got anyone in tires denying these guys? Oh, I thought you'd actually go for a quick scope. Oh, you can't fuck with me, mate. I was waiting for him to shoot just so I could do that unpunished. Oh fuck, I'm dead now. Oh, I'm not! Holy shit! Thank you, Pyre. God, this is so stressful. Oh my god. Oh, that's content. Let's job, Pyre. I expects the flank medic. Medic is a power class. Only I could spell. Power class. Fucking 8 kill streak on medic. Oof. Let me change the ooh, it's drum and bass. Ogu. I was actually listening to some Scouse House the other day. It's kind of shit. It's actually very shit. But it's also kind of like, you know, good if you want to just do stuff. It's like, trying to think of the word for it. It like keeps your brain working a little bit. I was making a Pathfinder 2 character, and that took a lot of reading because I mean, making a Pathfinder character is already enough, but making it a system that's got a lot of changes, so if I'll constantly be reading things, I was just like, oh, my brain. I was constantly losing attention span, so having some like music that's just like in the background is like nice. I'm gonna have to re-queue. And whoever made the, or discovered the tech that you could with like custom HUDs to just like do this in the loadout screen, I love you. Dude, I should make some like OBS stings that are just like the medic or the NG doing like a conga like this, and then key out this, and then just have him like walk across the screen to like change the screen. That'd be kind of good. We're just going doop 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 doop. Oh, I could like get a bunch of these. I think at a certain point it hits the end of the animation and it just resets. I should get some like these and then get one for each of my classes and just have them all in a line walking across the screen. That could be good. I'm gonna have to like angle it like this, so as I get closer they also get... Actually no, making it larger would be more work. I'm actually kind of tempted to play another game I haven't played in ages, the Heroes and Generals, just to see like how many changes they might have made. I had a look at Holdfast, and they still haven't added anything to Carpenter, which honestly isn't surprising because that game's kind of like in like early access hell. I mean, they added like a lot of other cool stuff, but yeah, like that type of game would be really great if they like had cool stuff for the Carpenter and the Surgeon, because I really like playing supports. So supports in those kind of like almost role-playing first-person shooters would be fucking grand. You know, it would be great. I really want a first-person shooter that's mechanically like Dungeons and Dragons. Like, imagine Mordhau, but with like classes that could use magic and shit. That'd be so fucking cool. Like having a class that's like you have all, like the people fighting Mordhau style, but like you have people like throwing like magic and fireballs and shit. That'd be so great. I want to be a fucking cleric in like a D&D Mordhau where you can just like you'll be fighting with like a mace and a shield, but then like every so often you'll switch off your mace so you can cast like cure wounds on your allies to heal them up, or like prayer of healing. And you have to like sit there for a while just like casting a spell. Or you have bards, which are basically, you know, how the people in Mordor are just playing lutes and shit, but you actually do shit. Like you can do that to inspire people. And it can be like hold fast, where like while you're playing the lute, people around you like regenerate health a little bit faster, or they reload their weapons faster. They have like slightly higher attack speed because you're inspiring them. That shit would be so great. I think that'd be like such a great game. But that's gonna take a ton of work. Okay. Looks like we have good snipers on the team. And we already have 2 medics. Let's go NG. Let's not go Thompson. Just go out shotgun. We'll stay on the weird turtle, where we look human right now, but we're actually a turtle. Probably build the telly down there, because that's the more common spawn, but... What are you taking the pack, mate? I'm building a fucking dispenser. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging my plight. Yeah, have your dispenser, mate. Flag or spy? I'm gonna say spy. Okay. Let's see. How are we doing? Oh, we actually got a good hold. I'm feeling the FPS lag and it hurts. Just gotta check since I haven't purified this place yet. Yeah, I wanna try Heroes and Generals again just to see if they've made significant improvements, because the game was really great, but it had a lot of core issues. And the main one is that it was a very heavy pay to win game, where like every time you won the game, you didn't like just get points like a normal game. You had like a salary in the game of like anytime you put hours into the game, you're getting these in-game credits as kind of a salary. And the more you play, the more you're promoted and the higher your salary gets. But also, there's ammunition and maintenance costs that are taken out of your salary. So if you're like shooting your weapons a lot, obviously, you're gonna be punished and like pay more. And if you're using grenades and rockets, then they're very expensive, so you can't just sit there and throw grenades. It's gonna like cost out your salary, which is kind of an interesting design. It's quite cool. I'm not sure if I perfectly like it, but I think it's kind of cool. And there's a downside to that, which is that when I play the game, I focus on the vehicles, the like ISVs, the infantry support vehicles, where basically the thing I really like about the game is that there's a chauffeur mechanic where you can drive cars, and if someone is in the vehicle with you, you get points as long as they're in the vehicle. So there are these like really big maps, like, you know, like Battlefield Bad Company 2 heavy metal kind of scale maps, where you can just like, if you ran end to end, it would probably take about like 20 minutes, like holding W. It takes a while. It's pretty big. It's providing you don't get fucking sniped the entire time or like shelled. So like you have like the checkpoint spawns as you unlock them, but you also have the main spawn where you get your vehicles because you want to like have them further back. So you could very easily spawn in with a vehicle, wait for people to spawn at main spawn, and then they'll get in your car, and then you drive them to the front line, they'll get out, and then you drive back to the spawn again, and you just do a route like you're an Uber driver. And like, I don't know what it is. I think it's just my incredible, like, highly autistic brain from having Asperger's, but that shit is super satisfying to me, so I played that. And like, I leveled it up, so I got like the big ISV, like the big like soft top truck, which is kind of cool. The downside is it's pretty slow and hard to turn, so when there are inevitably people like jumping in from like the sky, like paratroopers, they're going to be placing landmines all over the road, and they're very difficult to see. So having a full truck is a very like tasty target. It's like, yeah, so they're going to get a lot of points if I just drive badly and I drive over a bunch of mines and I've just killed like 6 people, and then they're out of the combat for 10 minutes longer than they usually would. So it's definitely one of those cool, like, almost grand strategy style games where there's a lot of like infrastructure and logistics going on, which I kind of like. I like those kind of things like armor, but I don't like that armor is like purely a simulator, and it's not like a game that has like lots of points and stuff. So the fact that the game gives you points and like rewards you and has like, you know, achievements and like a gratification system in there makes it interesting. Makes it so I can like play it more. But yeah, one of the reasons why I didn't play is because the pay-to-play mechanics and the pay-to-win mechanics kind of ruined that, because there was that whole like economy of like, you get a salary and you can use that salary to like pay for stuff. And like, for example, I can kit out my SV so it's got health kits and ammo kits on there, which is a really cool thing. Now not only do I have a means of transportation, but if we're being like pushed, I can put my ISV behind the front line, and people can go to it to get health and ammo, which is very difficult to get. Like, you need to specially kit yourself up for that. It just doesn't, like, people have to specifically like choose to be a medic. Like, it's not a thing that's common. Obviously, it's common in the fact that some people want to play medics, but it's something you have to specifically do. Is like, if you're low on health, you're kind of fucked until someone is willing to play like medic. But the downside is, it costs your salary for the maintenance of your health and ammo kits. And I don't know if they've changed that since then, but that was a kind of a sting, because it was like, I really want to play this support playstyle, but every time people are using my health kits and ammo kits, I'm paying extra salary for it. And it's like, I understand why a lot of people don't do this, because it's kind of detracting away from your own progression by playing a supportive playstyle. And hopefully they've changed that. If they haven't, that's a fucking that's a feels bad, man. Because yeah, apparently we have cheaters, or people are just bad. Okay, that's a racial slur in the chat. Oh no. But yeah, so that kind of sucked. And also with the pay-to-win mechanics, you can buy special ammunition that essentially one-shots people. Like you have these unique like cards, like passives that they give you, and everyone gets like one passive, but people who pay for like the premium subscription get two passives. And one of the passives is that you take like less damage from like body shots or something like that. Let's just go to the jumper. So there was a meta of like you take that and then you get and because you're like pay to win, you get that and whatever other passive you want, and then you get the pay to win like ammunition that literally one shots people, and then if you don't have that passive, you get one shot and people literally just like no skill like body shot you all the time and you die instantly. And it was just kind of thing of like, if you want to actually play the game like a first person shooter and not like a pure support like I usually play, it kind of just like you're pigeonholed into taking this passive, and then the people with the people with pay to win obviously win harder. I'm getting a teleporter. It's more important. Thanks for standing on it. Wait, did I die to my own roll? It's pretty good. Oh, looks like we conquered first point already. Nice. Let's go back to NG then. Oh, I haven't got a thing where it remembers weapons between lives, because then you can do that to like Eureka teleport with a gunslinger. Yeah. So that makes the game kind of gross to play. And hopefully they've changed that, or at least made it less blatant, because I imagine realistically, it still is a thing, because that's how you know, it's like World of Tanks, like that's how you get your like consistent income for your game, is you get the whales that are just constantly buying all the premium shit. But hopefully it's less blatant, and the people who don't have to, you know, pay a subscription to a free-to-play game, or a game they've already bought stuff for, aren't completely like fucked by it. But yeah, I was leveling up all the vehicles, because it takes a while to level up unless you obviously, you know, buy your progression, which I don't want to do. I'm moving this. Just get this telly moved up. Oh great. This was a bad choice. Our team isn't actually holding any space, because we're all fucking dead. And the telly's probably gonna die. What was I saying? Oh, I was going through the progression. And, yeah, that's how it's probably gonna die. Trying to pay attention to what's going on in the game and talk, and it's very difficult. Dude, there are like some streamers who can maintain a narrative, like a monologue, while playing StarCraft, and I'm like, how? The amount of wrinkles that person must have in their brain. Kill them quickly before they Ubered. Nice. Nice shot. I'll just keep the telly here. Fuck, it's I'm trying to remember where I was starting from. I was going through the progression of like the support, like infantry support vehicles, and I nearly got to the point where I could have this amphibious vehicle. I think it was called a Jeep or a Seep. It was a Seep. It was like a sea Jeep. But like that was like kind of like the PogChamp thing, because it was like there's this one map that I quite like, which is pretty much an island that you're like the axes. Sorry, not the other word. The axes were holding, and then the allies have to like push into it. And there's like 3 main bridges that you have to go across, and it's really hard to push across those bridges because they're obviously big choke points to have snipers and shells and spamming and tanks and stuff. So if I can like have an ISV that is amphibious and I can just bypass those bridges and go like really far to like the other side of the riverbank where there's like no bridges, I can just take people across, and then that'll be like a really it'll sort of like be an investment. It's sort of like I get points as long as people are driving my vehicle, and more people want to drive my vehicle if I'm like one of the few people who can like transport them over the water into this like new entry point, which seems really cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's one of those games I'll stream. I remember it running pretty poorly last time I streamed, but that was also because I was still testing settings, and I think that was before NVENC was like a thing. At least it was before a thing on the OBS I had. But it's also kind of a bit meh. It's like when I streamed PlanetSide 2 before, and running around with a hive and a ant farm. I have to tell you, it's more important. I think they actually were there. If that was a shadow. I actually left the back. Yeah, it was like when I was streaming PlanetSide 2 and I was basically just building a hive, which was kind of fun until they changed that so you couldn't use it to like farm victory points anymore. Which is probably a better change, but man, PlanetSide 2, I'm just thinking, oh fuck. That's another game that was theoretically really cool, but turned out to be shit because, well, not enough people played the game, so they had to play around pay-to-win mechanics in order to sustain the development team, which is all well and good. I don't blame them for that, but it kind of hurt my experience of the game. Don't know if the spy is still around. I'm gonna assume he is. Spawn. Goddamn spies. Spies 7 my century. I think I have Eureka there. Nice. Just get rid of all these. That spy's probably gonna sit on the roof. Jump up onto that. Ah, it's really hard, especially with my FPS lag. I'll help you. Oh, hey there. This guy's got a UGC medal. If I can put it just close enough to the staircase that it peeks out, then it's harder to shoot because of the hitbox. This will be good control of near the cart. Oh, that slide. Ah, I got piped. Now I want to put on my UGC medal. This guy does. Where's that UGC? Oh. Shiny one. I don't know if I have the fidget spinner one. Wow. Why do they always put a telly up there? It's so bad. GG. GG. That's not looking. That's where he's just throwing away this lead. Okay, stay in here, please. Thanks. I appreciate it.
From upland Druid I rise. Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Is that the same one? Is that the right one? Oh, it is! Oh, fuck. Just a trap. Oh, cool. Okay, can you just go back to base? Look at that. Look how fast he is. Tony, you can kill him. I'm on.
You've just achieved first blood. Thanks and have fun. Once again. You surprise me. Double kill.
Right. Thanks.
They're unstoppable. Double kill. That was unreal.
The range.
My favorite kill is the monk.
me. It's rude. Didn't realize I have really high base attack damage. That's the thing is. Oh, this damage. Oh. Train's definitely strong right now. I need nothing. Fuck him, maybe. Yeah, it's bad, yeah. Rip. I guess. Okay.